Our other headlines tonight: a legendary and impactful Bay Area event will soon come to an end. For the last 30 years, thousands of cyclists have trekked from San Francisco down to LA for the annual AIDS Life Cycle Ride. But come next summer, the ride will end. Let's bring in NBC's Sergio Quintana, who joins us from the city this evening with some answers. Sergio.
Raj, the first ride was organized back in 1994 at the height of the AIDS crisis. At the time, it was an innovative way for the LGBTQ community to care for its friends and neighbors. But organizers today say it has simply become too expensive to organize anymore. They say the AIDS ride has seen its course. Next year will be the last one. For people who've been on the ride, the finish line in Los Angeles marks a special accomplishment of training, camaraderie, and service to the LGBTQI community. Rider Ryan Peterson says he came to the ride after hearing a friend's painful story about the loss of his brother to HIV/AIDS.
You could see that pain that lived back there, and I thought, I wish there was something I could do. I can't fix that, and I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a scientist, so I can't help in that way. But I can ride a bike and I can raise money.
Peterson says he was planning on taking a break from the ride next year, but after hearing 2025 will be the last AIDS Life Cycle ride, he's decided to ride after all. He says it's an event unlike anything else he's ever been a part of.
Or no other event that I can think of that brings the community together in the same way.
Over the span of 30 years, the ride, which first started as the California AIDS Ride, has raised more than $300 million to benefit the San Francisco AIDS Foundation and the Los Angeles LGBTQ Center. But organizers say since the pandemic, participation has declined, and in turn, so has fundraising by riders. At the same time, they say the costs to put together the ride have risen.
Especially over the last few years, that what's left after we pay those costs doesn't rise to the level of what we believe in our industry is an ethical way to continue a fundraiser.
And so the 7-day ride will soon be over. But at a town hall for riders and other participants today, organizers say they want to explore other ways for the community to stay engaged. Peterson says he's open to other options, but says the end of the AIDS life cycle, for better or worse, is like the end of an era.
I think it would be an incredible shame if we lost this event. But I also recognize that everything has a purpose. And a diagnosis of HIV/AIDS is not the same thing it was 30 years ago.
Now, I did ask Dr. Tyler Tamir if there is any possibility of organizing any other kind of ride, and he says that right now, all options are on the table. That's one of the reasons why they want to try to stay engaged with all of those riders and other participants in the ride. Reporting live in San Francisco, I'm Sergio Quintana, NBC Bay Area News.
Sergio, thank you.